welcome to another edition of Knights Broadcasting. We are live from Southern Virginia University Knights Arena here in Buena Vista, Virginia, nestled in the Blue Ridge Mountains, just a stone throw from Skyline Drive. I am Scotty Winterton with my partner in crime, Adam Peterson, and we are really excited to bring you another edition of Knights women's basketball as the Knights women face off against the Averett University Cougars. Both programs come in undefeated in conference, and it should be a fantastic afternoon of basketball. Adam, the Knights had an incredible victory in their last outing, spearheaded by the 7-for-7 three-point shooting of Emma Camden. Once again, they are without their leading scorer and second leading rebounder, Savannah Christensen. As you look through the games that have gone on the last week or two between both teams and the conference games as we're now right in conference play, how do you see this game playing out for both teams?
Yeah, you mentioned a good point, Scotty, that the Knights really are going to miss leading scorer Savannah Christensen. But this is going to be a fun one. Two teams coming in to this game, as you mentioned, first and second in the East Division of the USA South, as Garish gets her first points of the game with an easy bucket. But Averett, as you mentioned, coming in 2-0 in conference right there behind them. Both teams not necessarily overachieving in what they thought they could do, but in what the rest of the conference thought they could do. Coming in at 6th and 7th, Cougars and Knights, respectively, in the preseason poll in the USA South. So both teams coming in hot, especially the Cougars after a really slow start, 6 straight losses in non-conference. And the Knights get off to a quick start here as Addie Newman gets a bucket.
So it's interesting, the Knights starting in place of Savannah Christensen. they have two freshmen in Miyazaki, Taylor Miyazaki, and also Addison Newman. Addison from Cedar City, Utah, and Miyazaki from Eagle Mountain, Utah, both Utah natives, as the closeout from Camden. Great drive, number 12 for the Cougars, Talia Prosper. Excellent ball player. You'll see her get to the basket a lot this afternoon. McCrolla, who also had a huge game against Greensboro in the Knights' last outing. Again, as Coach Schroeder talked to me this morning, they were looking for people to step up, and in talking with Emma, Coach wanted her to know that she doesn't have to be just a distributor or have to be a defender. She can be a scorer on this team, and she proved that. But the same goes for McCrolla. She's a great defender. Having her step up and play excellent from the post and great defense both helped out in the Knights' outing against Greensboro without Christensen.
Yeah, and expect a big game from Garish. Already has 4 quick points and a block right there. Going to be a battle inside with Genesis Weeders, but don't know if Weeders has quite played anyone like Garish. We've mentioned it a few times, just that quick release, and we have a travel called here against Camden. Turnover.
The Buena Vista native, the local player, 2-time state champion, a leader on that 1A Division 1A state championship that went back-to-back team, a sophomore. Fantastic get for the Knights, bringing her in. McCrolla saying 2 hands on her. You can put 1 hand, you can't put 2 hands.
Yeah, kind of an unnecessary foul there too. After the hedge on the screen, just got to keep those hands up and wide and force it more towards the middle of the court.
That foul was on Lunsford. She's the leading scorer, almost by more than double on this team. If the Knights double dribble, turnover there against Hunt. But if the Knights can corral or control Lunsford, they've got a good chance in this game. Lunsford's a fantastic player, the junior guard from Apex, North Carolina. On the smaller side, 5'4", really tricky with the basketball, impressive on the drive. Garish looks to connect with her fellow forward. McCrolla passes too high.
Yeah, sorry, just a split second too late. She was open, and the defense kind of collapsed on McCrolla down there and forced Garish to throw the pass a little bit higher than she wanted to.
Great defense from the Knights, really protecting the rim. The Cougars come in shooting 30%. Shooting 24% from the three-point line. So they haven't shown a great propensity in terms of their outside shooting. They're an athletic team that wants to get to the basket, spearheaded by Lunsford. The Knights are going to have to protect the inside right there. Great entry pass, finding Weeders. Moncks Corner, South Carolina native, Berkeley High School. The junior with a nice little 6-foot jumper on the inbound underneath the basket. Turnover, and the Knights, who nursing this 1-point lead, have kind of been sitting on it for about 2 minutes now. Came out quick jump, get this lead, but Cougars fighting now. The 3-pointer banks it in. A shot from Courtney Hunt from Reesville, North Carolina, able to put that in. Anna Singer has checked in. Miyazaki on the floor, grabbed her knee, pops right up. She's garnered a lot more playing time than the first couple games that we saw at them. She's really worked hard to get into this starting lineup and staying on the court now.
Yeah, and we've seen her kind of struggle with her shot in games. But coach is obviously showing a lot of confidence in her. and her ability to shoot the three and play defense, which she also does great. And she's got a lot of confidence still, shooting a lot of shots.
Yeah. Misses that. She'll get a second and she'll get a third. Cardinal sin of fouling the three-point shooter. Misaki will take advantage of that. And the foul called. Second team foul. That one on the shot, she'll get two. Certainly Coach Diop not happy with that. The first-year head coach of the Cougars actually came from North Carolina Wesleyan, where she took that team as an assistant to an undefeated conference record. Turnover on that cut from Lunsford, the double team, and the ball lands on the line. Lunsford almost getting that back. Great hustle. The combination of Lunsford and Prosper is a dangerous combination in pressing and in the backcourt.
Yeah, you mentioned Lunsford leading the team in points, also tied in rebounds, but also steals, and it's not really even close in steals. Just kind of like an Energizer bunny out there on the court, always hustling, always going 100% full speed, flying around the court. The kind of player coaches love to have on their team.
Like the Knights, they also started two freshmen. Hutchinson from Charlotte, North Carolina, number 23, is a freshman. She's subbed out now, but also starting Talia Prosper, number 12. Plays travel. That jump stop didn't come down 2 feet at the same time, kind of walked through her jump stop. Referee's going to give the ball to the Knights as Sophie Wright, the newcomer to the Knights, the junior transfer. Logan, Utah native, Ridgeline High School, that new high school up in Cache Valley.
Good job breaking the press by the Knights there, looking calm, cool, and collected.
A three-pointer from Anna. Splashed that play. Anna Singer with her first points of the afternoon.
Yeah, coming in shooting 44% from three on the year, but 50% in the 3 conference games that the Knights have had.
Yeah, only averaging almost 5 points a game. Great bounce pass from Camden over to Wright. Wright goes up strong, gets fouled. Not sure that foul was needed. It was going to be a tough finish where she was at. Got a number of subs in and out. Jessup comes in for Camden. 32 for the Cougars. Natalia Pate comes in, the freshman center, 6'2", Winston-Salem native. Also in, number 5 for the Cougars, Raina Davis Robinson.
These are Wright's, or those were Wright's rather, first free throws on this season. Hits them both.
Jaya Brown is also checked in, freshman guard from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Singer pump fake, but lifts the pivot foot before she puts the ball down. The classic pump fake and lifting the pivot foot move. Davis Robinson looking to trigger. They're going to get a foul on 32 underneath. Natasha Paint draws her first foul, battling underneath. Got her hands full with Garish on the offensive and defensive end and shows her prowess. She gets around, fronts Garish, doing a great job. I really think with Garish, if she's anywhere on the block, Adam, you really need to front her and trust your teammates to be there for the lob over the top. I don't see enough teams front Garish, and with as quick as she gets rid of the ball, there's really no time to bring a double team. You really need to deny her. We saw a great job as Jessup takes the baseline three-pointer. Haven't seen a lot of those three-pointers from Jessup, but that one goes down. Lunsford looks like she tweaked her left ankle there. She comes up, clearly a tough player. Gets to her left hand. Foul on Newman. I think it's on Newman. Yeah, foul's on Newman.
Yeah, still walking a little gingerly there, but she's going to get to take some foul shots here, which she has done a great job all season. As you mentioned, the Cougars not a great three-point shooting team. Don't take a ton of them, but really pride themselves on getting to the line and shooting fairly well.
75% free throw shooter, you said, Adam. Really saw. She's the best free throw shooter on the team. Yeah. Behind her, well, I guess Jaya Brown is 80%. So those two, that's who you want. You want those two on the ball.
And they're the two that are getting to the line the most, which is great for them. So when they are getting to the line, which is a lot, your two best free throw shooters are the ones getting there and usually making them.
Going baseline, deflection from Singer and the travel. Bethea Shante did a great job tracking that ball down off the deflection, but grabbed it and referee called traveling. Camden is checked back in the front court, in the back court with Jessup.
Yeah, Knights going small here. Sierra Owen checks in for Garish. Knights will go 5 out.
This is the smallest group that the Knights will put on the court. I think the tallest player is Anna Singer. Singer's only 5'8", so, but it's not like they're staring at 2 or 3 6-footers from the Cougars. Great rebound. Natasha Pate did a great job going up, boxing out. With this group, it's going to be really tough to keep her out of the paint. Looks like it'll come to Sierra Owen to cover her. Ball swings over to baseline play. Great job from Jaya Brown. And then after the finish, stays on the court.
Yeah, good defense there by Sophie Wright, but just better offense.
Jaya Brown staying down on the court. Great finish from her. Really, as we talked about at the beginning, getting into the lane is the forte of the Cougars. Getting those layups, 6-foot jumpers. Knights are going to have to keep them out of the lane, and for the Cougars, they got to keep driving. Getting in, maybe she just had the wind knocked out of her. She's up, walking back to the bench.
You saw her as she was walking back, turned to her coach, said, "Did it go in? Did I get the bucket?"
Oh, it went in, Brown. It went in, Brown, and it was beautiful. Good job. Made your mama proud with that one.
Yeah, I saw a big smiler on her face as after her coach told her, yeah, it went in. I love to see that.
Talia Prosper, rather, comes in for her. She has to come out having, once the athletic trainer comes in, you're going to have to come off the court. Singer drives, takes the 8-foot floater, gets it to go. Lunsford pushes it quick. Great job for the newly entered Prosper. Unable to finish. They're going to call a jump ball as Newman and Davis Robinson were fighting for that ball. Possession arrow points towards the Knights with a 7-point lead. A fresh shot clock. Jessup will push down. A little bit of zone coming now from the Cougars. Owen with the baseline runner, doesn't go. Tip from Jessup to Camden. Newman will then travel. Violation on the Cougars will put the, on the Knights will put the ball in Cougars' hands. Returning to the game.
Yeah, good job there closing out by the Cougars on right. Got that ball outside and thought she was going to have more time than she did. And that quick closeout by not one, not two, maybe three Cougar
All three,
players.
yes. That's great defense. You can close out triple team on the closeout at it.
Hey, got a turnover, got them the ball, but unfortunately for them, they're going to turn the ball over themselves. Ball out of bounds, given back to the Knights.
Janez Hutchinson has checked back in. She started for the Cougars. As the Cougars running kind of a 5, this is the smallest team they've had in. I believe Bethea at 5'8" is their tallest player on the court right now. So we've got small versus small, both teams going small ball. Lunsford going to get called for the body. JD O'Bray in for the Knights as well, her first entry of the afternoon. Singer will take 2 shots. The lefty puts up the first one, gets it to go. Looking to hit a second and put the Knights up by 9. 2 minutes left. Back iron, doesn't go. Rebound into Weeders now, who back in. Reverse doesn't go for Prosper. Singer looking to push. Great job getting back. They're going to say the carry on Singer. She got underneath. She'll check out. Looked like it was just a bit of a hesitation, but yeah. I don't know. The ref was behind it.
This isn't the NBA. You're not going to get away with that. But going back to that missed layup, that was all on Sophie Wright, who hustled back. No one really helped her on her side, as we're going to have another fast break here.
Great outlet pass from Garish to O'Bray. Garish gets the block, secures the ball, and then the streaking O'Bray down the middle of the court. Perfect pass. That was a little Brady to Gronk action.
Oh, wow. What a crossover there.
Man, she is quick.
Gets her own rebound as well.
Another back iron. That not a friendly rim for the Cougars this first quarter.
Yeah, Knights
will reset.
Knights looking to run. They want to keep running.
Not sure why Garish put that ball back out. You know, she's got a great inside-out game. She has a nose for where her teammates are, but she had that over-the-top play. I think she thought somebody was going to be behind her off the lob, but there was nobody there. She had an easy reverse on the right side of the rim.
Yeah, you made a good point there, Coach. She's always looking for her teammates, and especially when she caught it there back to the basket. Could have made an easy drop step and layup with that right hand, but sees an open teammate and elects to make the pass, which...
That lob pass from Jessup is not an easy pass to get in. She was kind of dealt with. Garish was being fronted right there, which I think is the right play, but you got to have the help behind it. And especially when you're playing the quick release of Garish. So the Cougars will come in with their starting crew plus Davis Robinson.
Madison Crunk, freshman from Augusta, Georgia, is in for the Knights.
Wieters sets the high pick and roll, and then she gets it and proceeds to travel. So that's a lot of, we've had a lot of violations in this first quarter, as much as I've seen on this court from either the Cougars or their opponents. You got to adjust if you know the referees are really looking for that. The three-pointer front iron from Madison Crunk. Oh, the crossover was there, but Camden reaches across, pokes it free, picks the pocket, pushes it, gets it to Crunk. Garish will take the shooter from the free throw line, gets it to go.
Almost looked like she baited her into that cross a little bit. Definitely done her homework, knows that that is the move for Lunsford. Does have a quick crossover, uses it a lot, and Camden almost just baited her into it and strips it away.
Well, that's a bold play if she did. It's one thing to know that she's going to do it, and it's another thing to stop it when it's that quick. The Knights playing some good defense, not letting the Cougars get up a final shot as the clock ends. Gets to triple zeros for the first quarter. We end it with the Knights on a 12-point lead. The Knights and Cougars kind of at opposite ends of the spectrum in terms of shooting percentage. What does that look like, Adam?
Yeah, Knights shooting 66.7% in that first quarter, 8 of 12 shooting. Really the best they've looked in a quarter all season. And the Cougars struggling a little bit, 5 of 17, 29.4%. And really, there is a big discrepancy between the field goal percentages, but really what the Cougars look to do, what we've talked about, is get to the free throw line. Only had 2 attempts in that first quarter, where the Knights got to the line 9 times. Only shooting 55.6%, 5 of 9, but 7 more attempts from the free throw line compared to the Cougars. So expect that to change here in the second quarter. Cougars going to continue to attack and try and draw some fouls and get to the line. Slow this game down a little bit here in the second quarter as they're down 12.
Both teams on the back of all those violations are pushing close to 30 turnovers pace for the game. The Knights with 7 and the Cougars with 8 turnovers. Just kind of a sloppy game in terms of the back and forth, which made it feel kind of disjointed. We didn't get a lot of quick up and down. Hopefully both teams can clean it up. Great defense from Newman. The short jumper goes.
Yeah, a quick little step back there to get some separation.
Yeah, Bethea. Shante Bethea, the nice looking jumper from 10 feet. Give her that space. Obviously, she's going to knock it down. She comes in averaging 5.9 points per game, but she is a 550% free throw shooter or field goal shooter. So she'll put them down when she gets them. And there, with the catch, the finish, and the and one, will put Katie Garish on the line, up by 12, looking to make it a 13-point lead early here in the second quarter. Front iron. The Knights now only 50%. Camden with the steal as that look to Davis Robinson doesn't make connections. Newman goes baseline and draws the foul against Prosper. Talia Prosper doing a good job getting back. However, Newman takes that baseline, goes strong, draws a foul, gets herself to the free throw line. See if she can fix the Knights' foul shot woes. So the Knights come in, we talked a little, Adam, at the beginning of this, on a win streak in conference, but it's not really just about the 3 wins. It's who they were against. They beat North Carolina Wesleyan, pick number 1 preseason. They beat Greensboro, pick number 3, and they beat Mary Baldwin, pick number 4 preseason. The drive and the shot from Courtney Hunt does not go. Garish with the rebound, gets it to Miyazaki. So really impressive from the Knights in terms of that early conference play looked to be tough. Talking with Coach Schroeder, they had a pretty tough non-conference schedule to start the season, and that was on purpose. She wanted to put the Knights to the fire. She wanted to get them in difficult positions and really stretch them and prepare them for a tough USA Conference schedule. Now this is the Knights' first foray, as we've talked about. Garish with another block. Davis Robinson going hard, takes chairs out. She pops right back up. Tough player, fun to watch her. The Knights picked to finish 7th in conference, and I don't really think that the Knights took that as a slap in the face. It's just that the rest of the conference didn't know anything about them, really, and the Knights looking to make a statement. I think they have, Adam.
Yeah, and really, as there's another foul called on the Cougars after another tough entry pass into Garish from Macrola, but you can tell what the Knights want to do. Just get the ball inside. She's causing foul trouble on the Cougars and just scoring a lot of points. Going to have opportunity to get to double figures on this free throw. But really both teams with tough non-conference schedule, and we talked about the Cougars going 0-6, but they were playing some good teams as well, and look what it did for them. Same thing for the Knights. Wanted to play tough teams, get ready for a tough USA South Conference schedule, and they win their first 2 games in the conference after going 0-6, so definitely worked for a beautiful jumper.
Yeah, she's only averaging 6 points a game, just under 6 points a game, but she clearly can shoot the ball. The Knights are going to have to adjust to getting in her face. The Knights on a 14-point lead. 3 fouls already for the Cougars, none for the Knights this quarter. Great job on the 3-quarter defense. Natasha Pate on that 3-quarter was a tough place to try to get to a ball into a back to the basket player where she's pinned up against the baseline, and the defender was 3-quarter on the other side. Like, there's just really no place to get that ball in. The Knights need to reset that, get the ball back out to an angle. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Camden will have to do something with this. Newman shoots as the shot clock goes to 0. Camden really needed to do something with that on that corner rather than put the ball up to Newman. A couple young players.
Got a pretty good look with only 7 seconds on the inbound, a wide open 3. Maybe not. I think Addie had more time than she maybe thought. They kind of forced or rushed it, I mean. But pretty good look with only 7 seconds, but doesn't hit the rim, so it will be a shot clock violation. Cougars into their offense. Another good tip there.
Yeah, getting active hands, getting tips. Miyazaki. Great drive, getting into the lane. Pate able to get the ball, draw the foul on her shot. She goes to the free throw line. First foul on Garish. Newman is a 30% free throw shooting, 3-point shooter, shooting 3 for 10 on the year. So it's not like she's adverse to taking that shot, but like you said, rushed it a little bit, and Pate hits the first.
Been really impressed with Pate, especially on the defensive end. Really done the best job on Garish. Does a really good job of getting in front. And so just needs some help from her teammates when she's in front, as that three-pointer from Miyazaki is short.
Hunt gets the double team. Both players leave her. She front rims that shot, and it looks like it'll go off the Knights and stay Cougar ball. She did a little pass fake. 2 Knights left her. She had a wide open shot.
Yeah, just miscommunication. One player thought they were going to switch, and they didn't, and so it ended up wide open.
Singer brings the ball up court. She'll pop the three-pointer. It goes back iron. She gets her own rebound. No box out there. She'll hit the little 8-footer. Great job by Singer. Make up for missing the three-pointer. Grabs the ball, drives baseline, pulls up as the defense was coming at her. Drive and kick from Lunsford, and then the air ball from Prosper. That's her game. Prosper will hit, though. She's got to keep doing that same thing. No foul called. So the refs are letting them play and be physical, yet being really tight on the violations. So both teams are going to have to figure out how this game's being called. Nobody running the pay. 4 seconds on the inbound. Garish pops open finally. The closeout. Singer with the fake. And the arm from Wieters goes over the top. Gets the hand of Singer, and she'll go to the line for 2 shots.
Great recognition there by Singer on the pump fake on the 3. She hasn't been afraid to pull those all day. I believe hitting 1 of 3, the other 2 looking good. But that time gets a pump fake, and also the fake pass out to right in the corner and draws a foul.
The Knights currently shooting 60%, 58% from the field, 2 of 6 from 3, and 9 of 14, 9 of, make that 9 of 15. Only 60% from the foul line. Cougars, 7 of 25, 28%. You're gonna need to start finishing some of these buckets. They're getting inside, which have not been able to finish. Katie Garish, a big presence down low, altering shots and getting blocks.
Yeah, got to have 5 blocks in this first half, as there is a good finish inside there.
Hunt gathered up that errant pass and then makes the most of it. Since she was there, figured out that, hey, might as well finish the shot, get 2 points from my team. And great defense from Lunsford. Got her hand on 2 balls. Back iron was a shot from Newman. Singer will take the little floater with her left hand. Finishes.
6 blocks, actually, for Garish.
Looking to get herself a double-double on the evening with blocks.
Has all the blocks for the Knights currently. There's a foul called there.
Will be on the floor. Cougars will inbound from underneath.
Not only just a double-double, could have the triple-double in the first half. Already has 11 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 blocks in this first half with 5 minutes about remaining here.
Singer was getting a little jealous that Katie Garish had all of the blocks, decides to get one of her own. Newman got her hand on that ball from Lunsford. Lunsford is going to stop, step back. The defense closes that out. Lunsford forced to find her teammate Hutchinson. With that little pump fake, drew the 2-handed foul. That was Anna Singer. Shot clock will reset to 20 seconds. Lunsford with the jab step. Goes to her left hand, picks up that left foot before she puts the ball down. Great jab step, just needs to get the ball down a little quicker.
Yeah, and unfortunate because she hit the shot there. and first one that the Cougars have hit in a while, other than the one from Hunt down under the basket off the aired pass, as you mentioned.
Singer takes the quick three-pointer and drains it. The Knights are just on fire from the field.
And really, Singer, especially today, now 2 of 4, 50%, probably the player you don't want to leave open from three right now. Looking confident in her stroke, maybe the most confident we've seen her this whole season. Probably not the player you want to leave wide open.
Yeah, she's got 14 points, as you mentioned, Adam. Those 50% from the three-point line, also 5 of 7 field goal shooting, and 3 rebounds.
Adding the block to that as well.
And the 1 block, right. That'll go off of McCrolla's finger. She disagrees. Nevertheless, her opinion doesn't matter, and the ref gives it to the Cougars. Hunt looking to trigger. Inbound to Bethea. Hunt with the drive, gets in. Underneath McCrolla, adjusts that shot. Hunt unable to finish. Knights quickly get the ball up. I'm not sure how that found the hand of Jessup. Looked like the defender just kind of misplayed the pass. And Jessup able to finish. Again, Lunsford gets in the lane, a little frustrated, and they're gonna call her for the foul. You can see her looking over the bench, kind of rolling her eyes, just frustrated. She's been unable to finish. Coach Driver. Having a conversation, trying to calm her point guard down. That's 10 turnovers for the Cougars, 9 for the Knights. However, the Knights have 13 points off turnovers, and that's the difference in the game, really. Entry with the quick turnaround. I like that step-out turnaround from Bethea. She's shown she can hit that distance. Boy, that looked like it might have been a foul call on Lunsford. They don't call it. So she gets the turnover as O'Bray not able to get to the ball. She dives for it. It goes out of bounds, and Lunsford will trigger the offense for her team. The handoff to Hunt. Davis Robinson with a three-pointer doesn't fall. And then Lunsford called for over the back.
Yeah, good box out there by Wright. Working hard. Has a tough ask with Lunsford, not only on the offensive end, but on the defensive end as well. Lunsford, that is very active on the defensive end, causing that turnover on that last one. But also on the offensive end, just always moving, always moving. Fun player to watch. That time going to be called for the foul and sends right to the free throw line.
So Lunsford, she's got almost 3 times as many points as anybody else on her team and averaging 16 points a game. But she also has triple the steals of anybody on the team. And you talked about her defense. She has almost triple the steals or triple the assists of anybody on the team. So the leader in assists, steals, points. How are the rebounds? How are the Cougars going to get scoring here with her on the bench?
Well, definitely everything goes through her, and with her struggling, that's why the Cougars have struggled. But we've seen them get into really good spots, not just her this whole game, just have really struggled finishing thanks to Garish's 6 blocks, Anna Singer also with a block. But I think it's going to come from Bethea, who has really had a great first half with those step back jumpers. And also, Hunt has gotten to the basket quite a bit off the dribble drive, just hasn't had much luck finishing.
Yeah, the senior guard from Reidsville, North Carolina, Hunt, I've been very impressed. She's sneaky quick on her drive. They're going to call, looks like Bethea on the hold as McCrolla was posting up, and that'll put McCrolla to the line.
Yeah, that whole possession, Knights were really trying to get the ball into McCrolla there. And that was a battle between the two players.
McCrolla will look to hit her second. She does. The Knights now more than double the points of Averett, and they're going to call two hands, I guess. JD O'Bray called with that foul. That's her first personal. 5 team fouls. That'll put Hunt on the line. Hunt is a 56% shooter from the charity stripe. And she gets the first to go, shooting like she's an 80% free throw shooter. That looked good. That one goes hard off the back iron. O'Bray pushing quick. She'll swing it to Jessup. The Knights again playing some small ball with both McCrolla and her forward compadre, Katie Garish, on the bench. And they're going to call, I think they're going to call a charge. Owen thought that was going to be her bucket. And they're going to get her with the charge, her second foul.
Yeah, that was good defense there. Was that Davis Robinson? I'm not sure number or who it was.
That was Hunt that stood in there and
it was
took
Hunt,
that charge.
yeah. Great job there by her getting in position.
Oh, looks like great finish from Pate, but then I think she came down on somebody's foot. She'll be down on the court. Coach Driver out there.
Yeah, second time we've had a Cougars player on the floor. This one does look like it's a little more serious, as Pate seems to be in quite a bit of pain.
Yeah, looks like she grabbed that left ankle. She's got a brace on her right knee. Looks like she grabbed her left ankle when she went down, real gingerly popped up on it.
Obviously hope she's okay after a really good first half for her, especially on the defensive end. We mentioned it against Garish, which is always a tough ask, tall order to defend her. Done a really good job there. Gets the bucket as well. Has 5 points now, tied for the lead on her team along with Hunt. So hope she can continue throughout the rest of this game.
Yeah, you mentioned it. We've been really impressed with her initial defense against the bigs of the Knights, McCrolla and Garish. Coach Driver helps her up. Coach Driver is in her first, I mentioned her first year as the head coach of the Cougars. She was an assistant at North Carolina Wesleyan for 8 years. She took helped take that team to, I mentioned, the USA South East Division title, 12-0 record, 15-1 overall, and winning the Division I with a win over UNC Greensboro that year. So she's been around good basketball. She's clearly recruited some really talented players, but the Knights are shooting 61%, Adam. And I think this has to do with as much with the Knights, just their shooting ability. They're playing with a lot of confidence right now. but they're getting some open shots, and the Cougars are going to have to step out and really get hands in the face and try and be a little more aggressive on the shooting of the Knights, bring them down from this 60% clip. Knights with the turnover. Deep three-pointer is well off. Prosper is a 37% three-point shooter. She's hit 6 of 16 on the year. The aggressive play of the Cougars will get the ball back in their hands. Hunt running the point with Lunsford on the bench and sitting on 3 fouls.
Yeah, that was Janez Hutchinson. Really good on-ball defense.
The spin move. Great job getting to the lane. Again, not able to finish. Now 9 for 34. And then the quick, easy jumper from O'Bray with nobody in her face. That's the thing that the Cougars, the Knights are pushing. It doesn't matter who's in there. That they are getting the ball across the timeline in 2 or 3 seconds, and really putting pressure on the defense of the Cougars to get organized and get settled. And in that case, they weren't able to do it.
Yeah, and you hear every time there's a rebound and a quick outlet, you hear Coach Brett Schroeder yelling middle, middle, middle. They really want to attack the middle on that fast break. Just because it opens up the floor so much, you can have those runners in on both sides and kind of get that little odd man rush, have those 3-on-2 opportunities where you can let your point guard, whoever's bringing the ball up, make a decision, just like we saw Crunk there, make a good decision to find the open teammate in O'Bray, and easy little jumper.
Coach Schroeder, Lynette Schroeder, talked about, I was asking her about this kind of in-conference start where you're 3-0 and what's the message to the team. And clearly, with this first half, they're playing with a lot of confidence. And she said that in their conversations with the team over the last couple days of practice, they're talking about focusing on themselves. And they're happy to be doing really well, but they know that in the USA South, there's a lot of good basketball players, and they've got to come out each night and show up and play each game like it's its own season, and you can't overlook any team. And that message has played out this afternoon for the Knights, as the Knights, both on the defensive and the offensive end, are doing a great job holding the Cougars to this low shooting percentage and shooting great themselves. This is an unusual composition. Crunk on the floor for the Knights. The younger McCrolla, sister of Courtney McCrolla, also on the court, both from Longmont, Colorado. And that'll be a foul on the Cougars.
Yeah, and that's all Casero, and every time she's gotten the ball, she's gone to the basket, and I love to see. You mentioned it, just the confidence of the Knights in everything they're doing, if that's on the defensive end, shooting on the offensive end, driving, just been really confident in all that they've done. And as you mentioned, that's a big part of why they have a 24-point lead here.
And Owen will look to make it a 25-point lead on her second shot. It goes. Leaving the ball, good move with her feet, but left the ball. McCrolla pushes it hard, can't find anybody. Now the shot from O'Bray. She did a little bunny hop, left her feet, and then came back down. So this group on the court, Jessup leads this group with 2.5 points per game in terms of scoring. So it'll be interesting to see how these younger players, as the foul is called on McCrolla.
Yeah, but they've been playing great today. O'Bray with 6 points, Jessup with 5. Just some great plays by Crunk, moving the ball. Got that assist to O'Bray. Owen's been attacking the basket and really stepped up and playing with confidence. Doesn't look like they are coming off the bench and not getting that much time this season. Look like they belong on the court, which is what you love to see.
The 3 fouls on Lunsford, I think, really affected the pace of play for the Cougars. Things slowed down for them. She does such a great job of getting the ball up quickly, getting steals, getting rebounds, and creating transition for her team. I think that's where they missed her the most, was in the transition play, both creating it and then pushing the ball.
Yeah, really everything kind of runs through her, whether that's her getting to the basket, scoring, getting fouls called against her, or finding her teammates. And yes, they have really missed her.
So, and to make that point, she's their leading rebounder. The Knights are leading the Cougars 24-14 on the boards, and they're still shooting above 60%, 63%, and they've up their free throw shooting to 66% also. Cougars are currently shooting 25%. They're 0 for 5 from the three-point line. And both teams, again, a little sloppy. 12 turnovers for the Cougars, 13 for the Knights. And the Knights have 29 bench points. So you talked about these ladies coming off the bench and doing a great job. It's going to be a long road back for the Cougars, but they have the athleticism, they have the players to do it, but they're going to need Lunsford on the court, and they're going to need these layups because they're getting to the key. They're just going to need these shots to start falling and start whittling this lead down to a single-digit lead if they can. So we have about 13 minutes left in this halftime break. Adam and I will take a break ourselves. We'll join you again in about 10 minutes. the Knights of Southern Virginia take on the Averett University Cougars. And the Knights have their starting group back in. All of these ladies started the first quarter. Entry pass into McCrolla. She gets triple teamed. Kicks it out quick. The swing from Garish finds Newman. And then Camden called for the double dribble as she gathered the loose ball. Knights with a couple good opportunities there, unable to finish.
Yeah, and we already see the intensity on the defensive end for the Cougars pick up in that first possession. Right off the bat, giving Newman a hard time even to get across half court when she only had a few feet to go. So intensity definitely picked up, and I'm sure that was the message. The second half is a whole new game, down 23, but going to be huge for their confidence moving forward in the second half if they can keep this second half tight.
Backdoor cut from Hunt gets deflected by Camden. Lunsford is back on the court with 3 fouls. For the Cougars, Lunsford has 3, and also Wieters has 3. And then Hunt and Bethea have 2.
Yeah, and if the Cougars are going to want to get back into this one, Lunsford's got to step up on the offensive end, as there's a good-looking 3 from Talia Prosper.
Yeah, the Knights will need that from her. She struggled on the first couple that she took, and Prosper will chase that errant pass down. Misses the easy layup after hitting that sweet 3-pointer. The little jumper goes long for McCrolla. Garish fights to get the rebound, gets the entry pass. They double team. She gets the left-handed turnaround. Kind of just threw that one up. And Lunsford will do Lunsford things, which is push the ball quick and get up quick shots and then play some good defense, even though she missed that one. Miyazaki with the 3-pointer, front rim, and Camden will get called for an over the back on Lunsford. So a 21-point lead for the Knights. Bethea returns, comes in for Wieters. Hunt with the wide open 3-pointer, too strong. Katie trying to deflect the ball to a teammate instead. Deflects it to Lunsford, and Lunsford has the ball go out of bounds. Just kind of off a little bit today, I would say. Lunsford and some of her drives and with the ball. Still plays aggressive, plays great defense. Camden with the drive and kick. Newman will get the 3-pointer shot. It doesn't go. And then Camden secures the rebound and draws the foul on Bethea. And that'll be the 3rd on Bethea. Hunt comes out. Davis Robinson comes in, the senior guard from Rock Hill, South Carolina, Rock Hill High School. Garish with a significant height advantage over Bethea. McCrolla with the same advantage over Lunsford, who had her on defense. And they're going to get Lunsford for the body as pushing. Sorry, they're going to call her for the 2-hand push as McCrolla went up. They're going to say she put 2 hands on her. Smart play from McCrolla to take advantage of that matchup. She seals for that play and then picks for the wing pass and then turned and opened up, and there was a switch made and she ended up with Lunsford on her. Lunsford picks up her 4th foul, forced to go to the bench. So again, the Cougars for most of this half will be forced to do it without their leading scorer, leading rebounder, leading stealer. And that basket doesn't go. The Knights up by 24, looking to extend their lead. Newman brings the ball up against Prosper. The Cougars are in this 3-2 zone. The nice handoff, or the nice pass rather, from Garish. As she gets the ball on the block and finds the cutting Camden. Camden hits the floater.
Yeah, that was Camden's first points on the night after a record-setting game last game.
Yeah, 7 for 7. I was speaking to Coach Schroeder after the game, again, traveling on McCrolla. I was talking to Coach, and I saw, you know, you're going up against Greensboro, who's a really good team, and you put together a game plan that says, look, I'm going to have my sophomore guard with my leading scorer out get 21 points on 7 for 7 shooting. And that's it from the three-point line. That's a genius game plan. And I think she should go with that most of the time when Christensen is out. So I don't know why she didn't go with that game plan again, but maybe they'll get some more of that in the second half here.
Yeah,
go ahead.
That's the thing about Camden. Not only 7 for 7 last game, but even on the season, just takes smart shots. Doesn't just shoot the three because she's a good shooter. Just a great player, as we see right there, with a dribble drive crossover. Could have taken a little jump stop floater, finds her teammate. Just that's the kind of player she is. She'll take what the defense gives her, and last game it happened to be the three-point shot.
That was impressive. She came down right-handed, crosses over to her left, little hezzy with that left hand, gets her in the lane, and then says, I'm just going to give it up to my my big underneath. This time Camden gets the loose ball, finds Newman. Newman, no rebounding, so she'll wait a minute. Finds McCroll underneath, but there's a lot of hands and traffic in there. And they're going to call a timeout. They are going to get a timeout. Smart timeout by Coach. Coach Schroeder gets that timeout as McCrolla goes to the floor with the ball. That was a really clogged key, and Newman doing a good job getting there, but just not a lot of opportunity to get that pass off. There was literally five Cougars in the key and 3 Knights. That's a lot of bodies and a lot of hands. Knights are going to come away with the ball. 19 seconds on the shot clock. Just under 6 minutes left in the third quarter, and the Knights are up by a significant margin. It's going to be a really tough road back for the Cougars without Lunsford. The inbound to Garish, well played by Davis Robinson. McCrolla steps back and drains the three-pointer. Great shot from McCrolla, shooting that with real confidence. That's only her 8th three-pointer of the year. That puts her 4 for 8, a 50% three-point shooter. I guess she should take more of them.
And Garish with another block there, gets her 7th now. Really approaching that triple-double with blocks, rebounds, and points.
We'll have to do a little research when the last triple-double was for the Knights. Great inbound pass, finding the cutting Hutchinson. Janez Hutchinson, Garish, feeling herself, takes that three-pointer. Really like the way she shoots. I mean, she's 50% three-point shooter. Probably comes from the fact that she's going to take them when she's open and not force it. A little bit of a heat check. When you're up by 29, I guess, as a coach, you're not going to be too disappointed. Hunt with a great drive. Again, not able to get it to go. They've gotten into the key a number of times. Couldn't finish in that instance. The little floater, or little 8-footer from McCrolla doesn't fall. The Knights get back on defense. Davis Robinson gets it over to Hunt. Hunt with the left-footed jab, goes right, but turns it over. Camden goes up with her left. Feels like she got fouled. No foul called by the refs. That was good defense. That was a great job by Horton not committing the foul, just getting in the way of Camden.
Yeah, then here on this other end, fairly similar play. This time the foul is called. No reach in, but with the body there. And we'll have a couple free throws from Prosper.
She hits the first. Yeah, Jessup definitely kept going, got underneath her on the shot. It's a good call by the refs. You just feel like, make sure you're being consistent in the call.
Hits them both, and we'll now have a timeout by the Cougars.
So down 27, looking to do something to chip away at this lead of the Knights. Thing is, without Lunsford in, they only average 42 points a game. And the Knights are already at 57. So, it's going to need to be a group effort and the yeoman's effort from the likes of Bethea and Hunt and Prosper, finishing in the key, and which they're getting to the key with regularity. They're getting close to the basket. They're getting layup opportunities. Just going to have to keep finishing and fighting to get this thing down to a 20-point lead and see where you can go from there. Coach Schroeder definitely wants this group that she has in to keep fighting, working hard, because the Knights, though they've got this one well in hand, they're going to have some tough games ahead. They've got coming up for the Christmas break, which they're going to go to a tournament down in Atlanta. So they got 2 tough games down in Atlanta where they'll play Center University, and they'll play Oglethorpe, and that'll be at Oglethorpe. And then they go into a 10-day break. So they've got 3 games left. A 3-pointer from Singer puts it back to a 30-point lead. Coach Schroeder wants to get this team ready for that tournament and then to continue conference play after the Christmas break. They'll be back on campus the 31st, looking to continue this really strong basketball conference play that they've started. Garish with the rebound. Got 7 blocks. Krola goes up over the top of Davis. No over the back. Davis just not able to be tall enough to force the refs to call that. Nice kick cross court to Prosper, and she sinks that one. Beautiful shot, baseline from Prosper.
Yeah, second good looking 3 that we've seen from her. Did come in leading the team in 3-point percentage, 37.5. Which anything over 33 is good, but only taking 16, so the 5th most on the team. But with that stroke, you as a coach, at least I think I'd want her taking more shots.
Yeah, no doubt. That shot does not go for Pate. Jessup looks to get her second 3-pointer of the night. She does, sinks that one. The Knights are just on fire. These last 2 games, the Knights Arena are treating the Knights really well.
Yeah, and right now, even in that second quarter, the Knights were wanting to attack the corners when the Cougars kind of go into that little matchup zone. The corner is just wide open, and it continues to be wide open, and we've had back-to-back threes. There's a turnover for the Knights, and we'll have another 3 from Prosper.
That one doesn't go. It still looks, it's a sweet shot. Big to big, doesn't fall. McCullough wanted that assist. Garish doesn't give her the assist, but definitely the game plan and kind of the MO for the Knights is off any rebound or steal, they're going to get the ball across the timeline in 2 seconds and look to either run some initial offense off the block or get off a quick shot on the drive. And it's paid off really well for the Knights. They are beating the Cougars down the offensive end regularly in this game. And without Lunsford in to push the pace, you don't have the transition play that you get for the Cougars with her in. So the Knights now with a 33-point lead. And O'Bray comes in, JD O'Bray. O'Bray was Female Athlete of the Year out of Foothills Composite High School in Calgary, Alberta. As you might expect, she's a big snowboarding fan. And I don't know where you stand on the cracker debate, but she's a big Cheez-It fan, Adam.
Can never go wrong with Cheez-Its. She did go wrong there on the court, though, with foul.
There she did go wrong. I'm going with the underrated chicken and a biscuit.
That's right up your alley.
It would be, right? It doesn't surprise you.
Yeah. Good hustle there by the Cougars.
Yeah, great job from Hutchinson to get that ball, but she had 3 Knights around her. Maybe needed to kick that thing out, reset.
But again, just kind of unfortunate. Again, gotten lots of good looks in the key. I'd love to see a shooting chart from the Cougars today. 65% of their shots have to be coming from in the key. And just unfortunately haven't been able to make a lot of them. That one does go, though.
Hutchinson, that's the first time we've seen the Cougars beat the Knights back on their offensive end without Lunsford on the court. So that bodes well. That'll do really well for them. Still down by 29. Singer gets the ball, 14 on the shot clock, goes left, then right, then left. And it goes off of Miyasaki's fingertips.
Good pass by her, though. Singer coming across the three-point line to the middle of the court. Throws a scary pass across to Miyasaki. Thought someone was going to get their fingertips on it. They don't. And just continues her cut. Kind of goes down towards the basket, and Miyasaki finds her. Unfortunately unable to get the basket, but good offensive set.
Miyasaki fronting Bethea, then not able to get it to her. And then Miyasaki comes out with the rebound, and they're going to get a foul call. I think it's going to be on Davis Robinson. Miyasaki did a great job fronting Bethea, not letting that inbound, or rather that pass to the block happen. And then turns around and secures the rebound. Good play from her. Crunk is checked in, as has the Knights' number 14, Sophie Wright. And they're going to call a traveling violation. The freshman guard, Crunk, 2-time All-Region out of Augusta, Georgia, 3-time varsity captain down in Georgia. And then Davis Robinson will return the favor and give the ball back to the Knights on a traveling violation.
Yeah, I was just going to say how the Cougars have done a really good job after the first quarter not turning the ball over, and they'll get a turnover there. Still only 15 after 9 and 8 in the first quarter for them, so been a pretty clean game excluding that first quarter.
Seal from Jessup and Miyasaki. Miyasaki not able to take that shot. Another cross-court pass. Knights all perimeter, 5 on the outside. Not much motion, but the drive from Miyasaki draws the foul. Crunk ends up on the floor. Madison Crunk, as you would expect, Adam, plays the ukulele. I had a chance to work with Madison as she was going through the recruiting process and the admissions process. Really, really sweet girl. See her around campus, super friendly. She's a nice addition to this Knights squad. She feels like she's got some of what Camden has. We'd love to see the players that Coach Schroeder's bringing in. She's bringing in a really good crop of players for next fall as well. Davis takes that shot on the early pass from Hunt. Jessup stops, takes the 10-footer in transition, and then the quick putback from Wright doesn't fall. Smart, though, knowing shot clock. The junior guard playing like a junior from Logan, Utah, psychology major. She was 4A on the 4A All-Star team her senior year out in Utah. Like a lot of those Utah players, loves the Utah Jazz. The Jazz is a bit of a religion out in Utah for those Utah fans. Either you love them or you hate them.
Yeah, Knights kind of looking like the Jazz recently, too. Yeah, moving quick, shooting the three, playing some good defense, and getting hot. Jazz on a streak. I believe it's up to 7 now.
Spoken like a Jazz fan. Is that your cup of tea?
Yeah, just a basketball fan.
We'll take that.
I like good basketball, and Jazz play good basketball for the most part.
You need to get together. Our assistant athletic director runs a lot of the game operations, Joss Monson, huge basketball fan, has a life-size poster of Michael Jordan in his garage. Can you claim that, Adam?
Do I what? Sorry?
Can you claim that, the life-size poster of Michael Jordan in your garage?
I cannot. Growing up, a little off topic here, not basketball anymore, back to football. Had a Ben Roethlisberger fat head in my room growing up.
Ben fat head.
Yeah, full size.
So he's got a fat head to start with, so that's a double fat head. Oh, and Newman not able to corral that. I thought she was going to dive into our laps. I'm glad she took a left-hand angle and didn't end up coming across the table here.
Seen plenty of players run into the, not come over the table, that would have been a first, but run into the front of the table quite a bit.
Big turnover for the Knights. Lima Mulitalo is checked in. Not very much playing time for her on the year. She gets the turnover, and then Garish gets the jumper. And the Knights will push their lead back to 32. Hunt looking to trigger. Still don't have Lunsford in the game. At some point, Coach Driver's just going to have to put her in and let the chips fall where they may. Newman puts the ball over the top to McCrolla. McCrolla finds the entry pass. The inside-out play leads to Camden with the three-pointer. She's unable to get it to go. And
good
Garish looking to feed her teammates.
Good rebound by her.
Garish had the funniest look on her face as she grabbed that rebound. She was like, whose turn is it now? It's not my turn, it's somebody else's turn. She gets the ball out to McCrolla, and the younger McCrolla is able to finish.
Yeah, great drive there by Alyssa, attacking the basket.
And that'll be Newman's fourth foul. We'll see if Coach Schroeder wants to see how Newman plays with 4 fouls. Good time to do that, teaching younger players how to play with fouls. I'm sure the Knights will need that coming into the latter half of the season. Nice stroke from Hunt, and she gets that foul shot to go. Currently Hunt's second leading scorer. She's got 6 points on the evening. Prosper leads the Cougars with 11. Tough entry pass. Good job from the defensive play of Wieters, fronting Garish, not giving up that easy pass. And then they're going to get going to get a foul call on Mulitalo. Lima Mulitalo, the sophomore, graduated from Rockridge High School here, but grew up in Baltimore, Maryland, where her father, Ed Mulitalo, was a guard for the Ravens for, I believe, 9 years, won a world championship for them. He moved with his team, with his family, Lima. Great moves from Weeders. Coach Mulitalo, Ed Mulitalo, who's the Knights head football coach. Inside out, coast to coast from Camden, showing a little crossover sweetness. Tasty like honey butter on a scone was that one from Camden. We haven't seen much of that kind of play out of her. She can get in, get up, but man, that one was something extra special. Coach Mulitalo took Lima and her siblings and mom to his native Samoa and lived there for a number of years after retiring from the NFL. And then the steal from Newman up over the top to Camden. Camden is able to finish, pushing the lead to 35.
Knights bench creating some of their own energy with a little bit, not as many fans as we're used to here in Knights Arena.
Yeah, the looming finals yesterday, today, reading days, finals starting on
They're all
Monday.
home studying. We know that.
Oh, I'm sure that I had my son's a freshman here. I saw his older sister who also goes to SVU. I was asking her and her friends, where is the boy? And I got on his nap time. So
he's just been studying so hard.
Studying so hard. Got to take a nap. The brain's just tired. There are several Knight faithful. Great rebound from McCrolla. She steps back, draws the foul. A few of the Knight students have taken a study break to come support the ladies.
Yeah, that was just a great rebound by McCrolla there. Working hard down low. Almost gets it to go as well, but she'll have 2 shots at the free throw line.
We'll in the future have occasion to talk about the Schroeders and what they've done. This is a family affair with Coach Lynette Schroeder, head coach. Her assistant is Brett Schroeder, her husband. Their children, they've been here for 2.5 years now, and really fun. They have a three-row golf cart that they use as their primary mode of transportation from home to campus. Great addition for the Knights. Foul called on McCrolla as Weeders takes the 10-footer. Shot doesn't go, but she will go to the foul line. The Schroeders have been a really nice addition for not only the Knights athletic department and this women's team, but for the Knight community as a whole.
Yeah, they actually gave that foul to O'Bray.
Okay. The pace of scoring has slowed down a bit here in this half. The Knights still pushing fast. Singer on that ball gets it to Jessup. The backdoor cut from O'Bray. Not able to get there, and Lunsford, who is back in, which is nice to see her back in. Lunsford checks in, and immediately there's transition offense, and Prosper's able to finish, garnering, I believe her, 13th, I think it might be her 15th point. McCrolla with the entry pass doesn't finish in the key.
Yeah, good pass there by Sierra Thomas, who's checked into the game. Freshman from Hampton, Virginia.
Yeah, we haven't seen much out of Sierra Thomas. Coach Schroeder has emptied the bench. That's everybody on the bench with playing time now. The Knights have 11 players with a point, and 13 players are in the stat book with a point or a rebound. So great job from the Knights. And Coach Schroeder being prepared for this game. Coach Drivers, you see her still coaching over there on the sideline, pushing her team. It's a long season. There's a lot of conference games left for these Cougars. And though this game is probably out of hand by now, they still need to work hard and get ready for that upcoming Christmas break. Nicola with the finish and the and one. Krola has really stepped up with Christensen out the last 2 games. She's doing a great job.
Yeah, up to 16 points now. Has a chance to push that to 17. 5 of 7 as of now from the free throw line, getting a lot of points at the free throw line. Gets that one to roll too, now 6 of 8. Adding that 3 as well, but 5 of 12 from the field. So we're gonna have a steal there.
Singer grabs the ball, gets it to McCrolla. McCrolla is really good at handling the rock coming up the court. She's a nice forward, but plays really quick, finds Singer. Jessup steps back, foot on the line. It will be a 2-pointer. Sierra Owen gets, or not Sierra Owen, rather. Sorry, I'm so used to the others. So Sierra Thomas grabbing that ball, finishing her first points on the season, and the Knights bench going out of control, cheering their teammate on as they storm the court, surround her.
Yeah, not just her teammates, the whole stands. I believe that's football, a lot of football players up there watching this game. Excited for Sierra. Then a great play. Got that offensive rebound and went quick, high off the glass, gets it to fall. I thought it was interesting too, we haven't mentioned, this is the 9th matchup all time between the two schools. Even at 4, looked like the Knights are going to take the lead, breaking the, it's been 2 victories, 2 victories, 2 victories, 2 victories. Each team kind of winning 2 in a row, dating all the way back to the 84-85 season when this was Southern Sem. Played twice that year. Cougars won both that season. A little bit of a break till the 2002-2003 season where the Knights win. Has a huge block
Weeder
there.
said, not in my house.
Yeah.
Get that out of here. I think that was almost a 2-handed block. She
Yeah.
just threw that thing away. Great job by Weeders. Playing big and strong, boxing out Mulitalo now. And Prosper pushing quick. Crunk tries to draw the charge. No charge called, and then they're going to call a foul on Owen. So keep going, Adam. That's the history on this.
2002-2003, then 2011-2012 season. The Knights won those 2. Back-to-back seasons in 2014-15 season and 15-16. The Cougars won those 2. Take the series history up to 4-2 in their advantage. But recently the Knights have taken control as we're going to have a travel there by Owen. Just didn't get her feet set. 18-19 and 19-20 seasons, the Knights were able to win, tie it up at 4. And as I mentioned before, looks like they're going to win this one. And series matchup series is going to go to 5-4 in favor of the Knights.
Great find from Lunsford. Getting the ball in the hands of Horton. Horton does not finish that one. Cross-court pass to Crunk. Crunk throws up the 3. It's strong, goes long. And Weeders up ahead to Prosper. Prosper finishes the transition play for the Cougars. The Cougars will have one more game before the Christmas break.
Another big block, akin by Wieters.
Wieters is just taking control of that key, not letting anything happen down there. The Cougars will next face on Tuesday an out-of-conference foe, University of Mary Washington, a team that Cougars are well acquainted with, having been in the Capital Athletic Conference with the University of Mary Washington Eagles for 8 years, playing each other. And then they'll play conference game against Pfeiffer on January 4th. And the charge is drawn by McCullough against Prosper.
Yeah, making up for a mistake there. Just kind of trying to find her teammate there, breaking the little press that the Cougars have going. Throws that one away, turnover, but gets back, hustles back, and gets the charge called.
Another transition opportunity for the Cougars. And they will finish that. Nice finish from Hutchinson. Owen gets the ball stolen by Lunsford. Lunsford has Hutchinson, but she'll take it herself with the left-handed against Kronk. Coach Schroeder not going to be happy with the effort that we're seeing right now, and she's going to call a timeout. Whether you're on the bench or whether you're on the court, doesn't matter if you started or not. You want to see effort. You want to see the team be able to run the system and work hard, and Coach Schroeder was not seeing that. Not yelling, not angry, but said, hey, look, let's reset and come in, and you guys are out there. You're the future of this program. Let's run it better.
Yeah, and kind of surprised because we haven't seen that the whole day. You've mentioned we've had lots of players get into this game. Everyone that's available for this game has gotten in, and for the most part looked really good until the last few minutes, which we haven't seen this whole game. So that's why a timeout was called. Get a little mental and physical reset. Hopefully this last 2 minutes and 6 seconds, get a little turnaround for the Knights. Get some momentum back heading into their next game. As you mentioned, leaving later on this week to head down to Atlanta.
Playing Center University and Oglethorpe, two teams that will be a nice challenge for the Knights. I love the non-conference schedule that Coach Schroeder has put together. As she mentioned, she's trying to challenge her team. Not worried about wins and losses per se. Wants the team to develop and grow. Kronk with long outside rainbow shot, puts it down.
Yeah, gets her first points of the afternoon.
The block from Mulitalo. Thomas pushes quickly.
Nice pass.
Sierra to Sierra. And the foul will be called, I think, on Prosper. Yep. That'll be Prosper's third foul.
Yeah, great pass there by Thomas. Pushing it down the court. Finds a teammate cutting down the middle.
So it doesn't look like Garish will end up getting the triple-double. Falls a couple blocks short. Does end up with 14 rebounds and 13 points for the Knights. Singer and McCullough both tied at 17 points. And Singer with 5 rebounds, McCullough with 7.
Good job by Mulitalo. Gets her hand on that one too. Just tips it to the Cougars, not to a teammate.
And the blocking foul against the younger McCullough. The Knights cooled off a little bit, down to a more reasonable shooting percentage, shooting 46% from the field, 7 for 20 for 35% on 3 points. And Go ahead.
Still 7% better than their season average so far. So it's just been really hard to stop
Well,
offensively.
especially with the team that you put in. She's had some of the backups in, and they're probably not going to be as good in terms of their shooting percentage as the starters. Still doing really well. Lunsford gets underneath McCullough with that nice hesitation move. Grimacing a little. She's got that ankle's still hurting Lunsford. The one-handed runner does not fall for Owen. And then quickly ahead, Lunsford to Prosper, and the timeout comes from Coach Schroeder. She'll call a 30-second timeout. The Knights down, the Cougars down by 30. There'll be 48 seconds left, 30-second shot clock. Really appreciated the play of the Knights starters today. Addison Newman getting a lot of time with Christensen out. Newman she was a letter winner in soccer, basketball, and track, or a three-sport athlete in high school, and a 4.0 GPA coming into the first semester here for her in college.
Wouldn't be surprised if Knights draw something up for Lima. As they do, they go inside to her. That's a foul. Nothing called there, but got a lot of hand on that one. As there's the
pass ahead to Prosper. She'll look to get the ball into the post, and then Mulitalo sort of opened the chair up. Again, coach wanting to get a time to work the ball in, she's not trying to show up the Cougars. She's trying to help the bench players have a good experience. Some of them get points while they're in.
Especially today when Lima's the last one who hasn't scored today of everyone that's gotten in and gotten a point. And so they're going to draw something up and try to get Lima back in that same position. Had a good move, little drop step with that right hand. Got fouled, wasn't called. See what they can draw up here to get her some points.
She does have a block, so she's in the stat book.
Yeah, and a few rebounds. 3 rebounds too. So had a good game, but especially with everyone else getting some points.
McCullough is turned over. A little Euro step from Wieters, and then they're going to call a foul. Owen's fourth foul of the evening.
Genesis Wieters to the line, shoot 2.
Sierra Owens, a psychology major from Herndon, Virginia, Herndon High School. We'll forgive her for that. Arch rival of my South Lake Seahawks. So we didn't like the play of the Herndon High School players back in the day. I'm sure Sierra would feel the same about the Seahawks. In fact, Adam, my senior year, during the handshake in a lacrosse game against Herndon, the back of the line, big old fight broke out, and stands emptied out. It was an ugly situation. So I am sure that Sierra is a higher quality of a person than the rest of those Herndon High School people. I'm only kidding. I'm sure there might be a prospect out there that coach is recruiting from Herndon High School. So either way, we are sitting at a 29-point lead for the Knights. Coach, again, drawing up a play, trying to help get Mulitalo in the books for a goal, point. for the Knights, the next opportunity to watch a home game will be January 7th. The Knights will take on conference foe North Carolina Wesleyan.
Yeah, for the second time this season. Should be a good one.
Yeah, they won that first game, the Knights did, 76-66. This one will be at home. That one was on the road. And then they'll play back-to-back again on the 8th, Pfeiffer at home. So hopefully everybody will join us on that Friday, Saturday evening, afternoon. Friday at 3 p.m., Saturday at 2.
Cougars taking their timeout this time. Draw up a play that gets somebody some points.
Just Coach Driver returning the favor. This last 3 minutes has taken as long as I think the whole first half. And that first half wasn't short either with all the violations going on. More traveling violations, picking up a pivot foot in this game that I've seen in a while. Ball swings over, and Thomas deflects that ball off the foot of Hutchinson. And the turnover, they try to end that ball, and the ball will bounce around, doesn't fall, and we'll finish with a 84-55 victory for the Knights. We are glad to have the Averett University Cougars visiting. They put on a great show for us. Hopefully everybody out there in the Knight Nation as well as the Cougar faithful enjoyed that game and the opportunity to watch these two teams play in conference. Both teams, I'm sure, will have more successful opportunities to come. Adam, looking over the Knights, just kind of a great team effort all around without their leading scorer on the court.
Yeah, really not a whole lot to say other than you mentioned it. Just a great group effort. Everyone that got on the court looked confident in their role and played a good game, hustled. Both sides, got to give credit to the Cougars as well. Even though being down 30 most of the second half, didn't give up. Really fought on the defensive end and got them back into the game with some easy layups caused by the defensive hustle. So just a great overall game for the Knights. Got some good preparation for their couple games down in Atlanta, which should be fun. So yeah, just great game overall for the Knights.
I'm sure Coach will want to cut down on those 28 turnovers. Seems like, though, a lot of them, most of them, coming from violations and not necessarily from being turned over by the other team, although, you know, closing out and putting pressure can cause that. Either way, the Schroeders, I'm sure, very happy with tonight's effort. The Knights go to 4-0 in conference. The Cougars fall to 2-1. We really appreciate everybody joining us. Again, I'm Scotty Winterton with Adam Peterson. We wish everybody a good evening, and God bless.